One, two, one, two. Yeah, we have audio, I think. We have the audio. Yup, yup. Uh, Charlie, how are you? Joe, what's happening? Hey, Inferno, what's up? What's up? Alan Hines has shared the stream. Wow, Alan, you're fantastic, aren't you, Alan? You know. I'm doing good, guys. How's everyone doing today? It's been not nice. It's been not been a nice. Oh my god, my English. I haven't talked in a few days, clearly, because I can't English today. But it hasn't been a bad day today. It's been quite sunny out, somewhat warm. Check to see my camera is all right. English. Yeah, that's how I look at it, Joe. um, Okay, what we're gonna do okay, so the plan for today, guys, is I've got like first of all I need a haircut. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time. First off, I've got Electronic Drift Championship this Saturday, which is the Canadian-based championship. We're currently leading that at the moment with BTCon and some other guys at the last event. Daniel, what's happening? Hey, Lana, how are you, babe? What else have we got? So that's what I'm going to be training for today. So the server is not going to be open. I'm going to be joining their server so that I get the right track grip and stuff. But I'm going to bring in their briefing. I'm going to bring in the briefing and I'm going to run through it so that you guys can get an idea of my mindset when it comes to learning a track and stuff. Hey, whoa, Winters, calm down, man, calm down. Whoa. Me and Joe, okay, are talking about haircuts now, okay? Every single time I start the stream, me and Joe are going to talk about a haircut, Winters. And if you have a problem with that, Winters, that's fine, okay? But don't come here getting all sassy with all of us here, right? Okay, we're going to have a civilized conversation about haircuts. Okay, no, we're not really. Um, Fatality, yo, what's happening? Okay, yeah. I mean, look, I have a mullet going on, man. Look, I have a mullet. It's amazing. I have a mullet going. I'm hoping to get one next week. Hopefully I do. Hopefully I get it done because I am sick of this mess. Do you know what it's like? It's like being a girl. I don't know what that feels like, by the way. Okay, it's like being a girl and having to brush it every 5 minutes, or like anytime you go outside, you have to brush it when you come back in because it's all covered in knots and stuff. That's what it feels like. All right, that's what it feels like. Alana says she can cut it. That's not a good idea, Alana. I seen your haircuts. Yeah, bully your girlfriend. Why not? Where's Discord? Discord has disappeared. Charlie, with the fresh fade, man, I don't like that fade business, dude. I get like a 4 blade on the side, I get a trim on the top, I leave it super simple. I don't even go to a barber's or I go to a hairdresser's, like that's how posh I am. Alright, I'm gonna bring up this document, guys. We'll run through the track layout before we bounce into it. Oh, I wanted to share the stream a small bit. I hope you people don't mind that. I'm just gonna delete the embedded links here from that. I'm just gonna share the stream here into EDC chat, because why not? Uh, Training for EDC comp tonight. Smiley face. Shift enter. Control V. I spelled training wrong, like typical. And then we delete the embedded links because it looks terrible. Wait, can I not do that? Is that another thing? Okay, sweet. Right, back to chat. What is chat saying? Chat, what are you talking about? A 4. Are you even getting a trim? No, not really, to be honest. Pontus, you joining us? Sweet. Lana, please, okay, like, don't get too mad. Okay, I'm just throwing shade. Um, I don't get those. I mean, it's common here to get a -4, and you have like lumps of skin in the razor. negative with a -4. So I guess, yeah. 2 back in size is alpha. Oh my god, guys, you're trying to like push your. Oh my god. A -4. Okay, okay, Winters, that's sarcastic. Connor, it's Saturday. This Saturday. You need to have an EDC license, and they're full apparently, so I'm not really sure. I can be sassy if I want. What sim car is more similar to a real one? World Drift Tour. World Drift Tour is quite close. Dude, I want to be able to touch my skull. I want to like feel it. I want to say thank you for protecting my brain bucket. No, that's the helmet, isn't it? Where is this comp thing? Let's see what they're talking about. Oh, we can French or English. We'll go English. Let's launch it in, folks. All right. Can you guys see it? You guys can. All right, we're gonna have a quick chat about this. Oh, where are we going? Scissors on top. Yeah, man. Just like a straight up scissors. You know. Don't be Matt from Wii Sports. Collins has followed. Thank you, Collins. All Aru Lassie. Ooh, sorry, I can't pronounce your name right. Aru Lassie. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm butchered. Hazel, thank you for liking the stream. Appreciate it. Right, what else have we got? I better join the server quickly anyway, so that like at least there's noise going on in the background. So let's join this. We're going to join the EDC server. You guys won't be able to join us because you will not have the cars, so you can't drive with me. Unfortunately, fortunately. Um, is this track publicly yet? I don't think so. I think it'll be public afterwards. To be honest, it's the same as the normal one, I believe, just with yellow lines, more prominent yellow lines. Um, Pontus is saying that Connor can drive for him instead. Pontus, like that's a bit of a risk, you know, because Connor will probably write that car off for you. Did they try the 800 horsepower WDT pack? Yes, it's probably one of my favorite car packs, to be honest. It is probably one of my favorites. So guys, I'm gonna run through this live stream, or not this live stream, this track layout document, this briefing document. I had a quick read through it already, so I kind of have an idea what they're looking for. They have changed the track layout since I've last driven on it, which has been a bit ago, so that's been kind of interesting. But we're going to try it. I'm going to read through the document. In my opinion, it's kind of a bit vague. So when it comes to like me as a driver, I prefer to be told exactly what the judges want. And I find this very vague. It's very, I suppose, American-like in that they kind of leave it up to you as a driver to do what you want, which is fine, but it doesn't give me great confidence as a driver to trust the judges that they're doing their job, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Is this on YouTube so you can watch it on your TV? Yes, Tangy. If you just type in Alan Hines on YouTube, you'll be able to find me. You should be able to see the stream from there. We're just going to bop into this document again. Can you guys see it? You can see it. Okay. Electronic Drift Championship, Round 2, the House of Drift, California Speedway, or Irwindale as it's known. So can you guys see this? I can zoom in if you guys want. If you're interested in reading this with me, we can have a quick read through it. So, we've got the start line. Okay, that's quite that's easy to understand. You got the chase on the left, the lead is on the right. The lead goes through a chicane. Perfect. Okay, the initiation has 3 yellow cones. Okay, that's fine. That's easy to understand. You have to be initiated by the last cone. Makes sense, right? Okay, so this is interesting. 1 wheel off is a minor deduction. 2 wheels off is a major. I don't know, does 2 wheels off mean a 0? I think they reference that later. 2 vehicles must remain to the right of the yellow dotted lines in the center of the track. I assume that means for the lead driver, right? I'm not sure. I'll have to drive it. This by the way is French translated to English, so it might be like a bit off. What wheel setup are you using? I'm using a Trustmaster T300 RS with a big wheelie boy on it, a big spinny boy. You're right, drifting normal with subatic comp practice or comps. Yeah, like comp driving requires a different style of driving, to be honest. Some people Do you know they are fine in practice days, and then they find competition way hard because you drive completely differently. It's not even the same. Drifting competition and drifting normally is completely two different things. Like you should be viewing drifting as like normal stuff, as like going around a track and stuff, and then we should be viewing competition drifting as a different entity completely because a different skill set is required completely. So just because someone is good at drifting doesn't necessarily mean that to be amazing at competition. And I suppose you could say that vice versa too, which kind of makes no sense, but in a sense it is true. What's happening, Kyle? Winters. Um, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying here, Winters. So the chase can initiate side by side. The chaser must not interfere with the leader. If contact occurs, they will be automatically put to the chaser. I think that's on about the initiation. So if, for example, so I think they have the dotted line down the middle of the track, which you might see in some series and stuff. Maybe it's on the track. Maybe we can just zoom our way over there. Let's press F7 here so we can go flying. Can we go driving? Whee! I think that's the yellow line they're on about, right? I assume that's the yellow line that they're on about. This guy here. So I assume this is the line that they're on about, Winters. So the chase driver, if the chase driver hits him side by side, that doesn't make much sense though, because that's a huge distance. I don't know. Either way, I think what they're saying is if the chase driver hits the lead driver on initiation, it's his fault basically, which I can understand to some extent. Hey Pedro, how are you? We're back to this boy again. Okay, what else? Okay, the diesel zone is between the second cone and the third cone. All right, okay. I don't really remember Irwindale being a big diesel zone like that. That's really, really big. That's a huge diesel zone. Like you're talking. Whoops, I should probably move in. You're talking like from. Can you see the mouse? You can. You could talk from here to there. That's a big diesel. That's interesting. We have to try and see what they mean by that. I suppose if you can do it without decelerating, it's fine, right? I assume that'll be the case there. Um, you could fit a mansion in that gap. I mean, it looks a lot bigger from this view, right? Because like I could just zoom out and like, wow, that's a really big gap. You know, that's huge. Like, what are they talking about? And then you can zoom in, and then it's like, oh, that's a tiny gap. What are you talking? Okay, sorry. Okay. Outside zone one. Okay, so we have to run the wall, I assume. So separate into two sectors, marked with the yellow line added to the photo. Oh, okay, okay. So there's a yellow line here. I don't know if you guys can see this. I missed this the first time. So there's yellow line. So they're judging it as two separate sectors. So that's one sector and that's the second sector. Um, the drivers must. Let's go back up here for a second. This is zooming in and out is a mad thing. Um, Winter's field of view, true. That's like 188 winters. Don't normally slow down. Yeah, that's what I'd be thinking, Pontus. I believe from past experiences, I don't think we ever actually really slow down there that much. Um, who's messaging me? Okay. Um, what else is there? Marked yellow with the yellow line to the photo. Okay, so sectors, proximity to the looking for proximity to the wall with the rear bumper from the beginning to the end of the area marked in blue. So essentially, they want us to be on the wall the whole way around. Okay, and I'm going to comment on that a little bit later because I've noticed some things with the wall that is kind of makes it really difficult to do that, unless they've changed it in the update because they updated it last night, so they might have changed some things there. The zone begins at third cone, so that's the third cone here by the Nixon sign. Okay, and you can peel off the wall at this point. So the three yellow lines are here at the end, and this is when you can start to leave the wall to the next clipping point. Okay, it makes perfect sense. The two vehicles must remain in the green part in the photo. One wheel off, two wheels off, minor two wheels off, three wheels. Okay, so three wheels off is a zero at this point. Okay, makes sense. Transition. Okay, so this is the three yellow lines that they're on about. Anything over 80 is now winter's fall. Okay, so leaving outside zone 1, you enter the transition, the clipping point 1. Right, okay, that makes sense. So you're outside zone 1 to outside inside zone 1. You can pull off the wall. I see this whole outside inside zone is so confusing. I wish they would just rather call it like clipping points or clipping zones. Like clipping point one, clipping point two, clipping point three. Doesn't matter if they're on the outside or the inside. To me, it makes more sense. That's just my opinion. But I can understand this because, like, this is the inner clipping point. This is the outer clipping point, and it might make more sense to explain to someone who doesn't have a clue about drifting, which I can understand too. Just my 2 cents. Okay, okay, I'll keep talking. Right, stop talking. Right. Put off the wall, the three other lines, right side, this transitions full throttle without slowing down. Okay, so they expect us to be full gas from this point to this point. Now, my question is what's the line that they want through here? Like, this is my head thinking all the time, is what do the judges want me from this yellow line, or you can't see it because I'm pointing at the screen. You guys can't see me pointing at the screen. From this yellow line here of the three lines to this point here in the inner clip. Like, am I supposed to be in here? Am I supposed to be out here? Like, where do they want us to be? And that's like my gripe sometimes is that I feel like I'm doing something wrong because everyone is doing something different and I don't know which way is better. Like I want to get the max score by doing what the judges want me to, not by what I think is best, which, if that makes any sense, I feel like that's how a judge sport should be, in my opinion. But I can understand why they're doing it too, because this is how FD does it, and it kind of works to some extent, because it does allow drivers to do what they feel suits them themselves, I suppose. Um, Stay on the green part of the photo, do not exit yellow lines. Okay, that's grand. We can leave. We could just now safely assume that if you go over the yellow lines, bad. If you stay inside the yellow lines, good. Okay, so we don't need to reference that anymore. Well, we couldn't mention that, I suppose. Coming for the transition, you must go and get the clipping point with the front bumper. Makes sense. As close as possible, as much angle as possible. Okay, without deceleration. Okay, perfect. That's grand. Marker hit with center of bumper. Can angle. Major faults. Okay. So major fault from hitting that little cone there with the center of the front bumper. Anything over 80 is now winter's fob. If I go back to 60, fob from 90 looks like the amount you see in the middle of the screen of a 3 monitor setup. I can't see. Alright. That makes sense. Okay. Second decel zone. Wow, that's a pretty big decel zone again, isn't it? Like, let's go back into the track here again. Let's zoomer on over. That's a pretty big diesel zone. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a pretty big diesel zone. I think they're kind of being safe there with that diesel zone. I don't think it needs to be that big. Like you're coming through here. You're not coming through here that fast, so you need to slow down that much. So the second diesel zone starts at the first yellow cone on the right of the track and ends at the start of the outer zone too. Okay, makes sense. You must stay on the right hand side of the track to be well aligned for the outside zone to right. Okay, so they're saying we must be close to the yellow lines here, I assume, right? Uh-oh, it's Guto. Guto, I'm trying to help you out here, man. I'm trying to help you out here. I'm going through the document. Well, I'm helping myself out, I suppose, more so than anything. So they're trying to get us to stay more right, which is kind of tough. We'll have to try that and see. I was expecting more middle of the track, like, you kind of stay maybe closer to this yellow line by this yellow cone over here. If you guys can see my mouse icon. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I can. And then reaching this point and then kind of going more middle here, if that makes any sense, and then trying to flick back so you have a nice arc going into it so that you can really stay on the wall from the very start. Because if you stay too tight here, I feel like you're going to have to take a more semicircle approach or like a more ovalized approach to it. Um, is your S14 cut off in the background? Can you hear an angle grinder going in the background? That's funny. I might have to close the door. That's my dad cutting up panels and stuff for this new garage he's building. That's hilarious. You probably can hear my sisters too talking in the background. I'll close the door in a second. Yeah, you can hear my sister in the background. That's not nice. Um, what else? You can't run the wall with the setup you sent me. Yeah, good. I'm struggling too, man. I'm struggling too. That's what I'm going to look at it tonight. Properly see if I can figure it out. Outside zone 2. You thought it was your neighbours. Not a hope, Alana. They're not as savvy when it comes to the angle grinder as my father, anyway. Outside zone 2, only one sector for this one. Substantially the same criteria as outside 1. Okay, fine. Get as close as possible to the wall. What's interesting here is that they're looking for proximity with the rear bumper from the beginning of the area marked in blue. A constant angle without decreasing throughout the zone. Okay. Speed modulation is tolerated but must not slow down the momentum. Okay. The zone begins the yellow line. Okay, that's fine and ends at the yellow line. Zone 3 overlaps the outside zone. Or decel zone 3 overlaps the outside zone. If you slow down at this point, you must stay on the right of the yellow line. One wheel, blah blah blah. Proximity of the wall with the bumper. So like I suppose what they're saying here is that the physical bumper. So if you put the whole rear car into the wall, where to the point of where like your taillights are through the wall, you're not going to gain anything from it. They just care that the visual bumper of the car is on the wall, which I think is probably the right thing. Really, you're not going to gain points for putting half your car into the wall, which is fine. What's that noise? Can you hear that too? Something in my ear. Is it? Oh, there's someone after joining the server, and their car is running. I don't know what I'm hearing. Who's over there? Oh, it's Element. And there's that guy. I can't remember what's his name, Steve or something. I know. Sorry, getting distracted. I hearing some things. Um, a blue line. Okay, this is interesting here. This point, guys. Um, can you hear? Can you guys hear that too? The choo-choo train thingy. It does sound like a choo-choo train. It sounds like a steam engine, doesn't it? Yo, what's up, Elements? What do heck, man? What do heck? That's one of my favorite um the Onish pranks. Is that the YouTube channel? Fantastic, brilliant. What a brilliant old school YouTube channel. Don't even know if he does anything anymore. Okay, back on point. Back on point. Right, okay, so possible decel zone for clipping point 2. This is inner clipping point. What's interesting here, you see the blue goes out really late. And I'm going to make a point of this thing in the briefing tomorrow, like how staying out that long makes it difficult to get into the inner clipping points. So I might show you guys what I mean by that when I drive it, because I think it's adamant that you need to be kind of close to this yellow line that's here. You guys might not be able to see it, but the yellow line stops and then it crosses back across here like the red. So I feel like getting close to this here makes sense. Um, okay, what else? Clipping point as usual with the front bumper as close and wide as possible without deceleration. Marker here with center bone major faults. Okay, and that's the last point. So what I'm saying here is I feel like if you stay on the blue until here and then start to leave it so that you can kind of get this nice arc, excuse me, and then you can really reach this late and that will allow you to pile on a bit more. Excuse me, pile on more angle across the line. So if you stay on too wide here, you kind of barely reach the last tri line thing, and then you end up generally either hitting the wall or shallowing up your angle that you're kind of going straight. So you might have to start leaving this point early a small bit to getting closer here. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. Outside zone 3, just before the end of the line, you must pass close to the outside line as possible with the bumper. With the bumper. So that's another question I have is it's not the wall, it's the yellow line. So you're not running the wall necessarily, you're running the yellow line at this point, which makes me wonder, like surely the wheel is the outside line. Like surely they're not going to say because your bumper is hanging over the yellow line that it's going to be a deduction. So maybe that's a misprint because that would be very harsh. I think it would be very vague as a driver to know. It'd be very hard for them to know because some cars have huge overhang and some don't. I think that'd be a bit unfair. Keep your drift past the end of the line. If you just lost control after the end of the line, it's a 0. Okay, that's a Drift Masters Formula D thing. So no 360s after the finish line, guys. Right? Cause for 0, contact on the wall with loss of angle. Ooh, that's quite harsh. Does it mean by a minor or like a huge? That's kind of vague, but it's kind of harsh. Like the fact that it's vague is harsh, is what I'm saying. Like if you tap the wall and you like have a little shimmy, does that mean you get a 0? I assume not, but it does. It is it is a bit harsh. Um, right wheel, so that must be the outside wheel. Opposite drift. Okay, break the interior clip. Break the interior clip. Inside clip, maybe. I think this is French converted to English. Maybe they're just some minor translation things. If the lead wheel touches the clip, which can unchaseable lead. Holy car noises. In active chase, two wheels outside the other lines, dealing on the track. Okay, I think that's kind of self-explanatory, the rest of that. There is someone driving right now. Wait, this is Element. Should we watch Element quickly? Where is he? Hello, Element. Alright, let's see what Element does. We get some tricks here, guys, shall we? We'll learn from one of the best, huh? As he comes around the corner here, he's sliding sideways like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right, Element, what are you going to do, boy? I'm actually delighted Element has a livery on his car. For so long, Element has only had like black cars, and finally he has a livery. Okay, let's see what he does. So he initiates no diesel zone at all, pretty much. Super deep on the wall. Oh yeah, see now they have the three like white yellow lines on the wall the whole way. He's mid-track here. Inner clip, nice. Could be a little bit deeper in the wall there. Element, this is a great angle for you to watch back now. As you get, see, look, yeah, see what I mean? He barely reaches it. Like you see where he was. Like if he had his inside wheel around here, he'd have no problem getting inside here. That's what I'm kind of saying. I think that this little point here is a little bit too late, in my opinion. And then he has a wheel over the yellow line here because he's had to kind of shallow up his angle to reach this point. Otherwise, if he kept the angle going, he would have been here and then he would have hit the wall. I think, yeah. I don't know. Let's try drive my car anyway. Where's my setup? Where's my setup? Damper stiff. Stiff boy. Where's my car? Let's try do a few runs anyway. Let's see how we get on. You're noob. Oh, the bot doesn't like you posting links, Winters, does he? We need to rename the bot because the bot, like, he's a bad boy, right? He's a bad guy. He's nutty. You're right, Joe. Yeah, it's usually the wheels. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to ask some questions tomorrow, which will probably be one of the things. Oh, not tomorrow. Sorry, Saturday. Let me know, guys, if the volume's okay, because I'm not really sure. And do let me know what the frame rates, because this track, I was getting bad when I was last drove it there, like last night or whatever. I was getting like weird. I was getting weird frame rates. Oh my god, my sister's loud. Yeah, it's kind of dropping there a small bit, right? Dylan Drennan has followed. Stevie 4K has followed. Thank you guys for the follow. Oh, Steve has just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Right, so let's try a run here. Oh, not a bad first run, I think. Tap the wall. What's the frame rate like, guys? Is that okay? Naughty Nate? Call it Alan Knot. So we have Alan, Alana, Alan Knot. It can be Alana's and myself's little, like, slave or something. I don't know, that sounds kind of weird. See on the left foot brake a lot. Not even decelerating at all. Oh my god, that was lucky. What did I just do there? I don't even know. Seems alright. Yeah, I can always reduce the graphics a small bit. See if anyone else joins, it might start killing us. Yo, Kira, can you like tone it down a bit? Alan Nat Jr. Hopefully we get a few chase runs in as well. But yeah, do you guys have any questions regarding like competition layouts and how I approach it and stuff? Oh, I tapped the wall nicely there. Because I'd be happy to answer them. Oh man. It's weird, this car feels so dead down low, like almost, I don't know, it's kind of odd sometimes. I haven't seen you drive in ages, but that's smooth. Thank you, Kirst. It's a pretty good run. Try and stay away from the edge of the end of the. See, look, I'm after running wide. Like you try and stay out wide towards that last zone, and you either have to like almost stop to get into the inner point, or else you just have to stay committed and just accept the fact you're just not going to make it. For this track, you need 1,000 horsepower. Maybe, Gudo. Maybe. I feel like you can't carry big angle in this track, and that's the question I'm going to be asking on the briefing, Guru. Is because like if you think like if I try to, I'll try this run to carry big angle, okay, and you'll see how much of a struggle. Excuse me, I keep burping. I'm sorry guys if you can hear me. I do apologize. You can see how much it is a struggle for me. Like I'm not even up high on the bank. I try and carry more angle. So you leave this zone early, and now I can get into this inner point, no problem at all. But then I struggle to reach that one, I suppose. I don't know. It's a bit of an bit odd. Hello May, how are you? Mid throttle, maybe yeah. Hello Oliver. Good evening. Alright, okay, let's try this again. See, like I have to run way less angle to stay up really high in the bank, which I don't know if is that okay, or would you rather more angle and less line, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Same here, like, well, you can kind of carry more angle there, just went too deep in the wall too early. I hit the wall here. Oh! Sound effects. Good, that's awesome, man. I'm doing very good, thank you very much, man. Doing very good indeed. Is this run going to be on until 2 in the morning? I don't think so. I'd be hoping not. I think the reason why it ran so late last time was because the cars had to go back to track the opposite way, like, if that makes sense. Alright, let's try and get off the brake here now. It's weird, the wall kind of like comes towards you. Bit of understeer there. Gonna hit the wall there as well. Interesting. I hope it's not till 2 in the morning. I would like to go to bed early. But if I'm in the top 4, I'm not going to complain. Even though, to be fair, like being up late like that when you're used to going to bed at maybe like 1 AM, because that's what my kind of schedule is right now. Struggling to get into center clip. Damn, you guys are reckless at D-Spec. Or Drift-Spec. Wait, is that the team? DS? Drift-Spec? Is it Drift-Spec? Am I saying it wrong? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Joe's not in Drispec, yeah. He's blacklisted. Well, so who's on the blacklist then? Who's top? Who's the top of the blacklist? Alright, let's go Element. Alright, let's try and chase Element in. Getting some lag here. Oh my god, big lag. Why does this track lag so much? It's so annoying. It lags way worse than the last track too. Yeah, probably Pontus. You're right. That tapping of the wall. Who makes my liveries? Tobias. Well, this livery was designed by someone in ProDrift before I joined ProDrift. Oops. So I just got the wrap file from them, or from the one of the wrap guys that does who puts it onto my car, whose designs, and then I just did it myself. An element goes into the wall. Yeah, a bit of understeer there on mid-ish angle. That's a zero, definitely. I don't know, I don't like the end of this track layout. It doesn't really like flow very nicely. I mean, they would be too relevant if I tried DS. Ooh. Ooh. Damn, you guys are harsh as. Right, I don't understand why it's lagging me so much. Should I try and Alt Enter here and see if that helps a bit? Alt Enter. This is the EDC version, Lizam. It's private, my guy. Until maybe after the event. You see what I mean, Element? Isn't it hard? Okay, oh my god. I feel like the more angle you carry these cars, the slower they go, which makes sense. Oh, is that 10% harsh? Okay, okay, that's not too bad. Alan, you're harsh deep down too. I am very harsh. I mean, like guys, you only see 20% of it. I can be a real like ball buster. You hate these type of tracks? Yeah, but I think like Element, this track is hard to carry a good angle on the first corner, is what I'm saying. Like I don't know what they're gonna prioritize. It's gonna be interesting. Now maybe it's just the engines that we've chosen, Element, that maybe we're just a little bit down on power. Because I do know we could have picked a more powerful engine. See that wall, you can't. Oh, dude, it's. I don't know if it's the. I don't think it's EDC's fault. I think it's just the original track. Like you try to follow the wall, and then the next thing it decides, oh, I'm gonna go this way now, and then the wall cuts you off. And you're like, oh crap. You see the other 80% with Guro join. Oh, bad mistake. Oh, that worked out okay. I wonder do we have like the whole rear of the car in the wall there, because I don't remember ever getting that close to the wall before surviving. Oh! How did we get away with that? It's very hard to get into inner clip points with that line that you have to take super deep on the wall at the end. It's very tough to get inside. You really have to really get in at the end. Wait, what have I just done? I've just done something stupid. What do they want to do? I think it was this. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. I just changed some audio stuff. I don't know if it's made it any better or not. Oh, the tire pressure went up, did it? Is it me or does the tire just go up? Thanks, Doc. Make winter sleep with an eye open in one sentence. Oh man, that sounds like a challenge. What's the success rate on that? Right, ready? Okay, let's go. Oh! Accept. What tire pressure do I run on the new VDC tires? Generally whatever shows green on the PSI graph in the tire app. So if running like 70 PSI shows up green as PSI as the optimum tire pressure, that's what I run. Or I try to get close to it anyway. Like if you think about it too, like if you do 2 runs, and at the end of the 2 runs, if your tire is at like 90 PSI and they need to be at like 40, well then you have to like make it so that, yeah, they're at that pressure for as long as possible. I think this first half of the track I'm a little bit faster than Elements. Or maybe it's because he's up higher on the wall, that's probably it. Yeah, I think this track is going to be all about down the lead line because the chase line is it's so easy to keep up with people in this track. He wishes you like this track, set him on the same server as you. Yeah, Dave, I'm trying to practice for a competition that's coming up this Saturday, so this particular competition we use private cars, so for sure next week I'll be on the creating a servers things again. Hit the wall, yeah, figured. Oh man, I get pushed wider. Oh, you have a GT 86. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, Dave. Oh, okay, I get you now, Dave. Sorry, man. Will your car be in the new VDC pack? Well, I said that in was it what did I say? I said it in live stream that they could add it in, but I never was actually asked personally if they were going to add it. So if they could add it, so maybe they were watching the stream and they just assumed that I said yes, or maybe they might put the physics of my car onto the other 370s that they have, which I don't think they will. Oh, elements! Woo. That was a close one. I think we nearly both died there. It's coming out tomorrow, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what people think of it. Hey, Carl, what's happening? VDC. Oh, VDC will blow DCGP out of the water. I don't mean that like in a biased statement, but The DCGP is about balance by having all the same physics, whereas VDC is just a little bit more refined in every aspect, in my opinion. Saying that, they probably have similar speed though, but I think the VDC cars will just have a little bit more character. Like the DCGP cars all have exactly the same character. Like even on the same tire, they all have no side grip and lots of forward bite and stuff. Whereas VDC, the BMWs handle differently to the S chassis, and the S chassis have less side grip than the Corvettes. And you know what I'm saying? Like they all have their own differences, which makes VDC, in my opinion, so much better than most other packs. It's just a pity that um, that the cars haven't been updated recently, because they are really good now. The tires have made a huge difference to the cars. So that's just my opinion on it. I've been planning on doing a video comparing the two and kind of talking about it, all the different cars and stuff, but I might do that some other time. Oh, he's in the wall! I just pushed Element to the wall. Yeah, I don't like S14 cookies, they suck. Just push them into the wall. Tiggs, thank you for following. You're getting so angry at this track. Yes, Taffa, that's correct. Focus on the individual car feel. They're concentrating on the car. Carl, you're getting angry at this track. Oh man, trust me, I know what that feels like. What did I say about Cookie? Yeah, I said it. You heard it here. Cookies die. Cookies are nice to eat though. Do you know, like if you have a nice cookie, especially if it's double chocolate or something like that, it's really nice. Can't say the same about Zinky. I don't know if there's a food related to Zinky. Oh, just gave him a little tap on the door, a little bit too hard. Interesting run. It's a chase run. This is GP's like Tano Buddies, kinda. It's like I wouldn't say it's that bad colors, but it's probably that version of competition cars for sure. CGP. That wall really does trap you, like you following it. And then it's like, oh, peekaboo! It sticks out in front of you. Oops. Silu. Wheel is slow in that transition. What wheel do you have, Carl? Yes, Element skin. Can I just say, I'm delighted that Element finally has a livery on his car. Because Element has always had like single colored cars, like black. It's been mostly black, and finally he has a skin on the car. I feel like he's probably taken it from like Penfolov or someone, but still, it's nice to see an actual livery on the car now. And he has Yokohama RC cars, or Yokomo, that's it. I wish I had one of those RC cars back in the day. I had Tamiya. It sucks that just a little tap just really upsets the cars in this game. Like in real life, because of the way I tapped them there, my door would just absorb it and wouldn't have affected them. Yokomo. Yes, that's element colors. Oh, G25. Okay. I think it would look really cool actually if it had a proper chrome, you know, like the thing you're able to do. Oh, we're gonna tap. No, we're not. We're gonna keep the power planted. Tap the wall. Keep it pinned. Got in tight here. That's not a bad run. One thing LFS wins over AC is the tapping physics. Yeah, and the little noise it made. You know, the little doing. You know when you tap someone and they made that little ding noise. You can go up to someone and go boing. Going to lead element? Oh, okay. Oh, just push me to the wall again. God damn it. Oh, look at the Yoshi and the car. He is like I actually thought that was someone inside the car sticking their two fingers up, like, you know, you're chasing someone. It kind of threw me off as well, but why don't I play in cockpit? Because first of all, I have a single screen. Second of all, this is what I've been using since pretty much day one. Since I started like Forza and Gran Turismo and stuff, so it's what I'm used to. Because just like all the esports F1 drivers, they all ran the T camera, you know, the top view from Formula 1, excuse me, from the Formula 1 cars. And I think it's the same principle. It's just you can see a lot more of what's going on. It's in esports, it's a way bigger advantage. Like when I'm not practicing for competition and stuff, I have no problem whatsoever using the cockpit cam. No, Reese, I haven't tried it yet. I haven't got a link. No one sent it to me. Actually, oh, I wonder would Chris send it to me and we could do a little preview of it. Oh, that'd be an option. I could probably do it tonight. If Chris would be very kind, sending me the VTC pack privately, we could see what cars in it ahead. Would Chris allow me to do that? Or would he like say no? Maybe he's still finishing off the pack. He's probably still finishing it off. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, I'm gonna hit the wall. Oh my god, half the cars on the wall for sure, dude. Ah! Across the line, their car flies. He said no to you. Okay. We see Reese like, you know, I finished higher than you in the championship, so like maybe he might say yes to me, you know. I'm like IRL driver, you know. Yeah, not really. I'm only messing Reese. I don't think he does. I don't think he really likes me at all. No, Chris is dead on. Um, Luke, you haven't trained yet? Some solo laps, yeah. So I did some solo laps last night. Just driving with elements here at the moment. It kind of does no harm just to see what other people are doing too, because like you could come to qualifying and realize that people are doing a completely different line, and then they're scoring way higher than you, and you haven't trained for that. It's I think I'll wait till Saturday morning, or maybe well, I can't check tomorrow night because I won't be here tomorrow night. Oh, come up short there. Oh, sugar, sugar. you want, we're just going to turn into the wall. Feck it. Yes, there's a new VDC pack coming out. It's coming out tomorrow. I don't know what cars are in it. I don't even know if my car is in it. Is Friday the girls' night out? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the night where like you have to it's girlfriend night, basically. Do you know? It's girlfriend night. You have to keep the girlfriend happy. Don't get a girlfriend, guys. Just stay single. No, don't do that either. Possibly drive. Yeah, basically, to my knowledge, colors that is the case. Yeah. With the person's cars, that it's only those who give permission. Thing is, I never got asked directly, but I did say publicly in his stream. So, to be honest, I don't even know myself. Oh my god. And to be honest, oh my, what the hell? How much of my car is in the wall? Like all 4 wheels. That's an example. Oh, we've damaged control arms, so I have to reset back. David didn't ask me about letting VDC public car. No, I don't think, I'm not really sure exactly. I don't think he would just release it. That's why you lost top 32, didn't train tandem enough, but already had some experience in the tracks. Stuff with the car mix up. Yeah, Luca, man, that's kind of what it is, really. Like, getting a lead line, I feel, is like 60% of the battle. Like, I don't even practice chase driving much in real life because I feel like because I have the lead line nailed, I know what to expect the chase driver to do. I'm kind of confident in my ability chasing. But then again, you do get to a point and you realize, oh man, I didn't expect someone to do something like that in front of me, and you kind of wish you had a bit of chase experience. So, because it's on the game, I suppose it does no harm doing chase driving. You can get the shot. Oh, element. I just feel like that wall really comes out and tries to kill you. I don't know if he was driving E92, but when I was trying to run the wall, the car was straight up. Should I change? LFB. I don't know what you mean by LFB. Sorry, Lucas, I don't understand it exactly. Hello, Kine. Oh god, nearly died there. Definitely dead there. Oh no, we're still alive. Definitely dead here. No, we're still alive. Eat it over the bump. Sorry, Kine, what were you saying there? So you were saying, any possibility you get a Cito Corsa car folder for your Yellow Monster car? Don't understand exactly what you're saying, Kine. Don't have a Yellow Monster, unless you're on about this particular car. On about my car? My Project Academy car? Who calls himself a drifter? Me. Oh, we've got T-Con. Bad news. See you, colors. Yeah. Just doing the James Dean chase run there. I was like seeing it coming. I was like, should I handbrake? Should I handbrake? Or should I slow down? I was like, no, we'll just eat it and see how we go. Hit the wall again. Some more coke, shall we? Sorry. Oh crap. That's a 0 anyway. Phew! Yo, Hambo, what's happening? What's happening? So these are EDC. Yes, sir. These are EDC cars. We have a competition coming up this Saturday. So I'm in my personal version of the EDC cars. They're all the same cars physically, but we have different bodies or different shells, I suppose. So that's what's going on here. So it's a bit like DCGP, but yeah, basically, yeah, it's a little bit better than DCGP in the sense you got cars you actually want to look at, and they handle a little bit better, I suppose. Oh, rip. Oh, you want the track wood? IRL? I mean, to hell with IRL events, just go to simulator stuff. Like, I don't know, if I had an option between going to a real life drift event and competing online, I'd probably compete online. The hell with spectating drift events, it's all boring now. I'm not driving, like, that's like how arrogant I am now when it comes to like real life spectating and stuff. I just don't go to normal drift events anymore, I find it boring. Oh, damn, really pushed me across the line. Spectating is fun for us plebs. That's true, okay? That is very true. And to be honest, I went to... Last time I 100% spectated an event was Drift Games Nationals last year. Went there with my buddy Richie. We quite enjoyed it. It was really good fun. Um, and we didn't go to any of them after that because we were still trying to get my car ready. But it depends though. If it... Like, it depends on the driver level too. Like, if it's an amateur day, like, it may not be necessarily worth... Unless though it was a friend there and he was looking for advice and stuff, I'd help out for sure. Oh man, I was not going to make that. Carrying so much speed. Oh, my steering broken? No, it's not. Okay. I'm in Australia. Everyone's an amateur. Oh. I don't even think I tapped him there. I keep forgetting our ping is way higher as well, so it's like anything small that we do really does affect. Oh, quite on the angle way too much. That's real disrespect. We get some, yeah, no, like Australia has some amazing drivers. Like I know Mitch Larner quite well, quite personally. Like, and got on great. I've battled him a few times. I think he's beaten me the one time we've battled. Then again, his car is way better. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay, just like every race driver excuse. But managed to bring him to one time and stuff. And like, I think in my opinion, he's probably one of the best Australian drivers. But then again, he's really the only one outside of who's left Australia and really tried to make a statement, right? There's been a few other drivers, I think. Yeah, there's Luke Fink, and then you've got, is it Matty Hill, or is he from New Zealand? There's been a few drivers anyway, I know that. Oh, crap. Keep running wider, man, it's very annoying. Oh, he's an Aussie, yeah. Most talented Bo Yates. Yeah, man, he's stellar, right? Like I seen him. Obviously, he's been driving for many years. I used to see his. Did he have like an A86 or something? Oh, no, I know he owned an 86, but like with a V8 years ago with like something written on the side of it. I can't remember. It was like Toyo tires or something written on the side of it. I remember having that livery back in Forza 2 of an 86 with Toyo tires. Oh my God, Element, what are you doing? Super slow. I was not expecting that. Oh my God. Ah, Trius, yeah, never V8. Okay, okay. I think Element, you can hear me right in chat or in stream. Freestyle with 360 entries, yeah. We should be able to score runs at 360 entries. Like I feel like you could do how many 360 entries could you do on this track, guys? Do you reckon? I reckon you could do at least two. Oh, I just left too much of a gap on straight. Okay. Man, that wall is so annoying. I can see how frustrating it is trying to get it perfect. And it's like you're talking millimeters to try and get it right. Very frustrating. My brother's finished up his Turbo E34 build. Oh, nice. Got 4-cylinder master over here. Try to chase one of these tires. Yeah, Pontus, that's exciting, man. I'm sure you'll have no problem. As long as the car is like quite well set up, like or quite neutral, you should have no issue. Oh, just clipped him tiny bit. Oh, he saved it. What a legend. Fresh tires. Um, Sorry, I'm catching up some messages here. So, fairly, you got a new PC. Nice. Our next Japan trip. Is it Japan, Hambo? Jamie, if they went to FD, do you think he would understand? No, not a hope. Alright, you ready? Okay, let's go. Oops. Oh, yeah, some good chats with Alexi. Nice. Something more can't flex in my emotes. You would think Dwayne is a seal. If the seal was from the north, that is. Oh crap. gonna be hard to adapt to what everyone's speed into that outer zone is going to be, because everyone has slightly different speed. I don't think they would think Dwayne would be a seal. I mean, I think they would have to get an English translator. I could be the English translator for Dwayne. You know, I could be the person between Lorette and Dwayne. And when they're talking to Dwayne, I'd say, Dwayne, what's your statement? And to be honest, I probably would need a translator myself to translate what Dwayne is saying. I probably would need someone like halfway between Cork and Tyrone. Pick someone maybe from Monaghan, maybe. Pick someone from Monaghan that could be like translator from Tyrone to Cork, and then I could be the translator from Cork to Californian or American. Oh, Ticon's in the wall, heavy. In the wall. I think I just like sandwiched Ticon into the wall. Lazar, Tazar, Lazar, Tazar. I don't know why I said it so weirdly. 123, thank you for the follow, man. You think G920 is a good starting wheel? I think it's a good starting wheel, but I think if you already have an interest of sim drifting and stuff, maybe spending a few extra bucks and getting a T300 would be more beneficial in the long run. Maybe, you know, because a lot of people, what they do is they go from the G920 to the T300. And the T300 is probably like, what, maybe 150 pounds more at most? 150 euros more or 200 euros more. And I think it's worth that extra 200 euros. My girlfriend Alana, for example, she's got a G920. And she really struggles with drifting on the G920 just because she's not used to having to make the car drift. She's used to using my steering wheel, which is more self-driven. You have a glass dress. Glass dress? You have a glass dress. You have a glass desk, so you can't drill it. Yeah, I don't know then. Unless you get the suction cups, you know they're good. Glass dress. Be like, what's that? What's the Disney movie? What's the Disney movie that she drops her glass shoe? If Alana's listening, I think she'd know the movie straight away. Little boy there. Pretty happy with that. Cinderella, that's it, Cinderella. Fill up on the ball there. Jow Road, 27, thank you for the follow. Cinderella. Luca in with the Cinderella first, and then Philip got Cinderella. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Seven Dwarfa. Do you imagine if that was the name of Cinderella or not? Seven Dwarfa. It'd be a way funnier title for a movie. Instead of having S at the end of every word, just have an A. Alan Heine instead of Alan Hines. What was that? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, Tiki, get off the foot brake, man. Oh, Mohona Alpha, don't at me. Yes, I probably would. I don't know, would I? No, no. I don't think I get demonetized because I don't. YouTube doesn't monetize videos like streams. I could say whatever I want. No, I'd probably get my channel banned because people report it or whatever. But to my knowledge, like if I was to say your name fairly in a video, then I wouldn't get monetized to my knowledge, or I wouldn't get as much monetization for it. But if I was saying it in a live stream, I don't think there's anything going. It's just, I don't know. I just don't want to be that offensive. Like I could say fuck shit whatever I want, but like I don't know, like that words at the end of your name, those last four characters are quite sensitive and certain countries, except for Australia, Ireland, the UK. I don't know, maybe some other English-speaking countries too. But in America and Canada, it seems to be quite offensive. See it anyways. That's a dare, is it? RGB, red, green, blue. What track is this? This is Irwindale for Electronic Drift Championship, EDC, EDC. Oh, my shifter's quite slow shifting down recently. See, I don't know, would that tap be a zero of the wall? You know the way it's straight up from angle? Oh! It's there. It's the EDC car's magic. Downshifting is more delayed. Oh, okay. I was figuring that. Oh, that's refreshing. Ralph, thank you for the follow. Am I looking at that right, or is that? I see the L is so close to the F on this chat program I have. Really hard to determine if it's Ralph or is it Raf. Okay, Tigon is going in there with a hard clutch kick. So, oh, Tigon! Should have my lights on for the underglow. Oh my god! Sorry, Tigon, I wasn't really paying attention. I was too busy pressing L on my keyboard. Yeah, I've got the underglow on now, guys. Look at that! Look at my underglow. Look at my neons. Come on, you have to say that's pretty impressive, right? No? Should get a Prius for the EDC car pack. It's an idea. I'll throw it to the guys. Or the VDC or EDC car pack. I mean, there is a Lamborghini Aventador, so anything goes really. Straight off Need for Speed Underground. Stephen, thank you for the follow. In the wall. No! Oh, damn it! What the hell? How am I able to save that? Well, I didn't really save it. You go back to the pits, hit it. If anything goes, I want a Reliant Robin. I think if you had a Reliant Robin, you could have 360 degrees of angle. Like you could turn that steering wheel and it would still keep turning the wheel. You could have as much angle as you'd want. In fact, you could probably turn the steering wheel so much, like you could actually never have to turn left. Like you could turn right by turning left, and keep turning left, and then you could turn left by turning left, and you could turn left by turning right. Then you can go right by turning left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have so much angle with the wheel turning. Doesn't matter which way you turn the steering wheel, it'll go the correct way. Or it'll go the way. Okay, I have to think it through, to be honest, a little bit more. I think I've lost the plot. I don't know if it would work that well. Element! Oh, it's steering or the game crash thingy. Oh! Test Drive Unlimited 3. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Joe, thank you so much for bringing that up. I completely forgot about it. I cannot wait. Carmack, what's the story? Uh, You wouldn't be able to turn anyway because you'd be on the roof. That's fairly true. Do you have your wheel set on 720 or 900 or 1080? Okay, so difference between... Okay, the reason why 900 versus 1080. I run it at 900, okay? The reason being that AC, when you start running like 1080 degrees, Um, it kind of scales wrong. Do you get what I'm saying? It seems to start scaling incorrectly, so you kind of get weird elements of skipping of the wheel, and I feel you've less feel of it. Oh, we're going back to daytime now. Oh, people have left. Oh no, oh, Ticon has left. Ticon's back again. What just happened? Hello there. So that's just my opinion. What version is this track, or is it private? This is the Electronic Drift Championship version of this track, Penguin. It is private. I believe it will be public. My God, massive lag drop, raindrop, should I say? I believe it will be public, but I don't know. Will it be? I assume it will be after the event. Plus, I think the version that's out there right now, version 1 or version 2, whatever it's called, is this track. Like, I don't think there's anything different other than the more prominent yellow lines. Oh, we got into the wall. You really have to get into that wall super early, otherwise you're going into it. Feels bigger, does it? I don't think it's bigger, to be honest, Pingling. But there is some extra yellow lines. For example, the start line here is a little bit different. Instead of using a wall, they just use cones. Oh man, we're really deep in the wall right now. Oh! I feel like you can't carry a big angle, because if you carry a big angle, you either won't make the corner, or you leave the wall super early, or else you won't be able to stay on the wall properly. I think my angle's quite okay though. In fact, Cormac is your nan. Oh, nice. I feel most tracks are slightly off size-wise. Trooping, I think it's very difficult to get it correct. But also the sense of field of view can make a huge difference. Like you can make your field of view like a fisheye lens, like a GoPro or something. And if you ever watch GoPro footage and versus that, like versus your eyeball, it is completely different. The elevation and stuff. So I think some tracks are quite accurate. It's just the field of view that you might be using might be incorrect versus what your eye would be normally used to seeing. Oh shoot. Man, this track is a pain in the arse. Oh, might be the video you're in VR. That's different then, I'm not sure then. Why is my steering wheel trespass to T300? Oh! You can't handle the second wall. Yeah man, it's a really tricky element, isn't it? I killed your boy Tiki. Tiki's my bitch now. I'm gonna own him. When it comes to EDC, I'm the daddy. Not really. I think once Tikon figures out the car, he'll be like untouchable again. Same with Element 2. I think these cars might suit my driving style a little bit better. Even though my driving style is kind of similar in a sense to Tikon. Maybe not as aggressive, but I think I'm a little bit more precise. I think, and that's what these cars require is to be precision. I'll probably still get out qualified, but I use GoPros for recording IRL drifting, and yeah, all I want is Minami with correct elevation. It's too fast, and the jump back as expected. Yeah, Mihan it would be. Oh, sorry, not Mihan. Minami is quite difficult. Flat tracks like Mihan and stuff are way easier to replicate. Oh yes, that was awesome. My dad. My dad is. When it comes to dad, isn't that right? When it comes to judging, you're very moody, aren't you? No, well, you're not moody. Nah, just very particular, exactly what he wants. Huh? Fussy, fussy. That's what he is. I come and compete with the boys, but Forger Ping sucks. I know, I know, I know. It's horrible. Australia. To be honest, though, this server is in Canada, so it might be better for you guys. For us, it's quite high. For us in Europe. Oh, that was weird. The bump. The bumper lag. I'm not really sure. Easy shit to fix the people. More such. I don't think it's that easy though. Pinging. Like you have to think about it too. Like um, most people are basing it off pictures, and you can't get an accurate representation of what that's like. Like there's three different Mihans that I know, or sorry, Minamis. I keep calling Mihan for some that I know of, right? Um, the better one that I've driven, in my opinion, is the Smacks version, which was released on AC only. Or no, it was released on R Factor too. There's one that's actually from Need for Speed, like Shift, which is horrendous. Like it's flat as freaking, I don't know. And that's the one most people drive on. Oh, sorry, I let off the gas a bit earlier there. Then there's another version which a guy called Smacks made, which in my opinion is way better. And then that's a little bit flat. And then there's another one from another crew. Is it called DDC or DDS, something like that? I'm not really sure exactly. I have to try and find the name of it. But that version is better again. Oh, we're not catching up to Decon here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Counter steer is weird. Oh! um. Yeah, someone imported from Drift 21 probably. I mean, I think that game was Unity 3D, so it might be easy enough to get from. I'm not sure exactly. Don't know if you're able to drive that good in single screen. It's super annoying for me not to be able to see side. Yeah, that's why I use neck effects. It really helps a lot. Yes, Jonathan, this is the model you made. So I just added a really low poly wing to it and just changed the wheels to have it a little bit different. And I blacked out the headlights too. See this? I just all I did was I just oh shoot. All I did was I just blacked out the headlights, like paint like skin wise, and then just put X's on it. And another thing I did as well was, let me go to the rear, using, there's this file called the ext config, and all I did was I separated the pins so that they're two separate objects, and I just set the pins on the rear to be disappeared so I can put on this really low poly wing. And then I just put the little thingies on it. Oh, the other thing I did too was I removed the badge. I removed the badge. Listen badge. Got rid of it. And I think I got rid of the light too. I can't remember. What time is the stream on to tonight? I don't know. I might stream for a little bit more. I'll probably head off a bit earlier though. Do you want, John? I think this car looks fantastic with these wheels on it. Makes me really want to change the wheels on the real car. I don't know what I get Grand Ride 57Ds though. They'll be a bit expensive. But I think it looks pretty good. The other thing too was I had to change the livery. Like, I just updated the texture quality of the livery. But we'll have to try and get that interior done at some point. It'd be awesome if we can get the interior and stuff in it, and then it'll be like proper, like super close. Because I don't even think I had to export it from 3ds Max once. And I don't even think I put the shaders on the interior properly. I think I just left it the way it was. That'd be kind of at some point. But you just look at it. Plus, I would love to do like a version of it, like a proper mad, like VDC spec version of it. Like, you know, massive, like, just go to ham and just go to ham. Just go ham and just do like a massive, like, time attack style version, you know, just like a crazy mad thing with canards and splitters and make it look wild. Massive wing and, I don't know, just some cool stuff. Spectator parties in pits, spectator ramp angles. See, track's supposed to be like that. They give you the correct angle. What's that? The middle spectator part by the pits wall is where the spectator ramp angles upwards of C tracks. Yeah. Give everything big texture. Alright, Lucas. See you later, man. See you Saturday. My OCD, Jonathan, true, never finished nature with half done. Oh, is it really? Oh, sweet. Yeah, Jonathan, we should talk later about it. Be nice to get it finished and like have a nice, cool little version of it. Because just nice to get it finished, you know. Have a nice little model of it done. The wheels that you made, by the way, were perfect as well. They're pretty much spot on. They are spot on. Oh, but I might just get you to like remap them so that they're separate spokes, so that you can do the wheel line, you know, the wheel dash that you spoke thing. At some point, I don't know if that's a hard job or not. So right now, you know, they share the wheels all share one texture. So if you try to do like, you know, the VDC style where you put one spoke as colored and the rest of them normal, it does. I think it does all of them. I'm not really sure though. Good night, Fairly. See you later, man. Hey, man, I'm just here trying to have some fun. So if I try to make myself laugh, which is, I don't know if that's like, is that normal? Probably not. But I like to try and make myself laugh, and if I make myself laugh, that's all I try to get out of it. But enjoy your sleep. Hopefully, no one tries to disturb your sleep at all. That'd be a nice one, wouldn't it? Oh crap! Me and Element are in the wall. The Zenki dies before the cookie. That's how it happens in real life, right? Oh, can I go through here? Yes. What a gap. Keep on looking like Susan Boyle. I will indeed. I'll have to practice up on my X Factor tonight to catch on up with my favourite artist of all time, Susan Boyle. Love you, BBY. Go. Oh. You're not going to sleep. Fair enough. We'll probably end the stream up anyway in the next 20 or so minutes, I'd say, because I'm kind of getting a bit sweaty. Oh, shit. Oh, I get you, Jonathan. Yeah. No, I assumed that's why you did it, but sorry, yeah, I just get distracted. I had a wall to run. Um, yeah, I assume that's why you did it, but yeah, I don't think it would make that much of a difference. I know you can correct me if I'm wrong. Because I think the car is already at what, like 46 megabytes. I think it's up to 49 now because I put the rear spoiler and these wheels on it. Right, let's go. Oh man, that is so difficult. Like, I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm transitioning and I'm hoping that I'm not gonna touch it. It's a really small difference. Okay. Yeah, we might just do it that way. To be honest, we might do another version that just has different wheels on it completely. Like, I don't know what wheels to put on it, but I would like to do like a proper ad spec. So we have like the real life version, which is like this one with the correct wheels. And then like a mad sim version that just looks bonkers. That would be kind of cool. Happy with that chase run. That was quite good. Sweet. QT con. Let's go all out in the R33, but look clean, so you left it. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, right? Like, because in real life, I think it makes sense having the car just super basic on the outside. Because otherwise, if I have to replace splitters and canards the whole time and stuff, excuse me. Sorry, guys, if I'm burping, if you can hear it, I don't mean it. It's really annoying, right? Like, you have to repair it all the time. It's more of a chore than what it really is worth. Plus, if you have like a splitter on the car, you can get caught underneath something if you know, tap a cone or something, or go over a bump a bit too aggressively. Just like, I suppose, a bumper would, but... Oh, unlucky elements. That was looking to be quite good. Oh, you okay, man? Okay, elements? I think he's fine. Okay, we'll just set back to pits and just assume all good. Um, but yeah, I think when it comes to if I had my if I had the patience and stuff to do it every single time, mad splitters just make it look nuts. There is this S15. I don't know if you guys seen it. I might bring it up here in a second. Um, hey Haley King, how are you? Um, where like it's got super wide body. It's like a time attack car. And I don't know why, but I just love time attack, like time attack inspired drift cars. Just absolutely bonkers, crazy. Remember that S15 in the Japan on Mihan that used to spark with the wing? Like that S15 was bonkers and it just looked insane. Now it was black, so it was kind of hard to appreciate it, but I just love that idea of just something that's just a bit batshit crazy, basically. Good, good, Haley. You didn't slide boys comp? No, it won't be. I don't even know if they're. When is it? Oh! Watch out, the Falcon boost. You wouldn't be very happy if you crashed into them. Oh, like this Saturday, is it? Oh, sketch. So sketchy, dude. Yeah, exactly, Winters. I think it'd just be fun. It'd be kind of cool. Kind of a crazy version, you know, VR38, 1000 horsepower, just like a VDC spec essentially. They're just batshit crazy with just the body kit to go with it or like styling to go with it. And then the real life version of the car, which is like the 550 horsepower 2J, you know, 5-speed gearbox, um, the correct wheels, just more standardized origin kit and stuff. Ah, sorry, elements. Just trying to push to see how close I can get on the transition, and definitely not that close anyway. Okay, murdering Ukrainians, that's not a good thing. I am BDW. DBW. What's happening? What's happening, man? Thank you for the follow. Um, Sly Boys competition's not happening anymore. What's going on there, guys? I seen this. I was invited to it twice, I think. I just wasn't able to make it. Plus, I was doing way too many competitions, man. I was just sick of them. I think I was invited to one Sly Boys competition, and I think I had DCGP, the Russian and the Belarus competition all in the same week, and I was like, oh man, I'm just drained from trying to drive all the time. I haven't actually driven the Sly Boys cars yet. Seems to be quite a bit of hype around them, so maybe I should do like a video on it, because I've been planning on trying to make videos, and I'm in the process of I'm like halfway through a vlog at the moment that I've been editing. Because we worked on the car over the weekend. You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that we've like taken off all the body panels, we've washed it down. But that vlog has like a new update of a new engine that we're building and an update on like some other bits and pieces. So the vlog is kind of probably long and boring and a lot of talking, but yeah, I was planning on trying to get that done. Oh shoot. Yo, Axel, thank you for the follow on the Twitchies, on the Twitchy. They're really smooth. All the Slow Boys cars have DCGP 92 physics. Right, okay, so they're just DCGP cars, right? GRS Achilles. Okay, actually, that might be quite good. That might be quite good. Like, if you... I think DCGP cars are handled quite well if you just put proper tires on them. The tires on them are just crap. They're not crap, they're just not. They're not... They're, I don't know, they just don't really give much feedback. But DCGP is all the same physics anyway, they just have a different base. So I assume that the Sly Boys cars have affected the wheelbase, which essentially just makes them DCGP cars. Because the DCGP 92 has the longest wheelbase in these GP cars, which makes it the slowest to transition. They aren't very snappy, okay. Oh! Don't like the GT4 586. This 14 drives the best. Could be down to the engine too. Like I find that a lot of the drivability of cars comes down to the engine setup. But that suggests, Haley, that maybe there's a different wheelbase because I think like an S chassis is like a 25-25 wheelbase. Yes, 25-25 I think. I think a GT86 is like a 25-20 something. So which suggests it's a bit snappier. Like I think it's shorter than an S14. I'm not sure exactly. When I'm on about shorter, like the body is definitely shorter, but what I'm saying is I think the wheelbase is a little bit shorter. Oh, this is a pretty good one. They have EV8 engine data and they have a little turbo lag. Okay, so they're essentially EDC cars in the sense, so they're all like the same, like physics, maybe different wheelbase values, but all running the same engine. Oh no, well, sorry, EDC run different engines. What car pack runs all the same engines then? Well, me, Element and Tcon run the same engine anyway. I know that, just running different sounds. Like Element has a 2J sound, I have a 2J sound. Tcon's got like a 4-cylinder sound going on, and we're all running a 4-cylinder engine. Oh, that wall is killing Element. Pressure's now higher all of a sudden. What's on there? That's weird. Try lowering it down again. They all have the same weight, apart from this 14. Really? So which is the OP car? Like, which is the car that everyone goes for if they're doing a competition or something? Which is like the fastest car? Oh, that was never going to work. Ah man, I can never slow down enough. I feel like on the first run, Element. Oh, Tcon, I'm sorry. Here, I don't know if. Oh, he's not there. I feel like on the first run with my tire pressure, I'm faster than you, Element. But then when it's the other way around, you seem to be faster near the end. That suggests you're potentially running lower tire pressure than what I am. That's kind of interesting. So I suppose if I'm chasing first, I should probably run like a lower, medium tire pressure. Oh, fuck. You changed. The 180 is the fastest. Okay. Is there like a negative camber bug? S14's decent side grip, that's interesting. I think the S13 is supposed to have better side grip. S13 180 that is. I mean, then again, they're all running E92 physics, like, or some sort of variation of DCGP physics, whatever that car is based off of. So they're not going to handle like the real life counterpart realistically. Oh, this car has a lot of fronting grip. Like it feels like it's like really steers on the front. No, should I change it or not? Deacon, Element, what are you doing that your car keeps spitting flames every 2 seconds? Just, I don't know, funny. That was a pretty interesting initiation, I just guessed. Okay, that's gonna be hard not to kill someone across the finish line anyway. Right guys, I think we'll probably do a few more runs here and I'll probably pack up. But I want to show you the S15 I'm on about, that I was talking about earlier, that just looks bananas. Oh, do you know what it reminds me of? Okay, speaking of the bananas S15 thing I was on about, the style kind of reminds me of Ueo's. You know, the S15 in FD Japan or in Japan. ZSS. Looks like a Japanese touring car. Super GT 500 or whatever. Oh, sorry, Tikon. I was not expecting. Sorry. Just wasn't expecting Tikon to slow down a bit there. Well, that's the thing, Winters. Like, it's you're on the RB28, but I know that the RB34 was the engine to have at one point. Like, it wasn't the nicest to drive, the RB34, but it was definitely the fastest engine. Like, in terms of putting power to the ground, grip-wise and everything, speed in a straight line. For example, the VR38 is now the engine of choice, but the problem is it's just got too much torque, so it just spins the wheels everywhere. At any gear, at any point, which is ideal for, like, chasing and stuff. But if you need to modulate the throttle any bit to try and get a bit more speed going, it's really difficult because the car just spins wheels. Low throttle, full throttle, it just keeps spinning wheels. It's just really hard to drive it. Let's go back. Bit of understeer there just after the transition, so might need to tweak my roll bars maybe. It's weird, like I transition. I'm thinking about it in my head, so I transition aggressively, and I don't know. I transition. What do I brake or something? There's just like a point of where I have to turn in a little bit more to keep it sideways. Now it might be. It's probably not a big thing because like these cars respond well to steering input. Like, it doesn't matter what you do with the steering wheel, it responds to it. It's kind of odd. But I would prefer it to be more consistent. Oh, shit. I knew that was going to happen. Got too deep on the inner clip. I just had no choice. Well, the RB30 might be a good balance of both, though. To be honest, Winters. Like, if you think about it, the RB34 was definitely hands down. It revved to like 8,500. No, it was 8,000. I think it was 8.5, and it was a little bit laggy, but it was like way more manageable because of the low down torque, and it didn't have as much torque as the VR38, the V6. But it just felt way better putting power to the ground, unlike the VR38 at times. Oh, it's 9,100. Okay. Oh, okay. Which one was Reese using then? Reese's one doesn't rev that high though. Jack. The RB34, is it? RB, is that the one that Reese used to run? I don't know if Reese is still here, but I can't remember what engine it's revved to. Oh, that was never gonna work. Oh! Okay, that was a meme run. We're just killing each other. You know, the Zach Paul RB28 is fast once you get the power down, but the clutch needs to be GTB angle, exactly. Yeah, but that's the thing. Oh, the ZP RB28 costs 9,100. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't, um, sorry, blame that. We see the thing is, Jack, I find that a lot of the single turbo cars are just undrivable in AC. That it's just a little bit undrivable. That's why the VR38 is so widely used, is because, like, I don't know why, it's just way more linear. Oh, Tiki. Man, this track is... I think there's going to be some really, like, messy battles. This track is difficult to do it right. There's a new version of it's not released yet. Okay. Some engines I think no way it could be that laggy, but it's realistic data, so you can't really argue. True. I don't know, Ticon. I feel like this track, like, you have to drive at like 80%. No, but the thing is, Ticon, I think it's the walls. Like, if you drive the wall, if you look at it from above, the wall isn't actually consistent. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't. Hang on, let me check the F7 cam. No, I just said 70% boost as well. Keyword. Or is it? Maybe I'm wrong. But it just feels like to me that when I'm following it, like I initiate deep here, and then I go, fine, and then it just a point around here that it just like says hello, and then it just kills you. Like it just sticks out further. And it's the same over here as well. Like look at that, dude, it's not even a fucking circle. Like you follow this fine, And then you get to this point, you're like, oh shit, if I keep on my gas, I'm gonna have to back out. So you have to like predict at a point that you're going to let off the gas, because that's not even a circle. That's an egg. Doesn't make sense. It is an oval after all. That is a bit more of a circle to be honest, but still not. No, it's not a circle, dude. It's like circle, and then you can see it changes its arc. It kind of straightens up weirdly. Well, like the wall is fine here. You're on the you're on so like you're on the arc, and then there's a point of where it just cuts. It just comes straighter. So you're on the arc, fine, 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 and then there's a point where, like, you can even see it here. Look, the yellow line. I assume the distance from this yellow line to that yellow line is correct. The same as here. Doesn't look like it for some reason. You can even see it's fine, 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 and then it gets to a point where it kind of like, like eggs out. Does that make sense? Um, Edison Bonzo, thank you for the follow. Oh, that's probably wanting me to drive. Someone's after joining. I don't know. It is annoying. It's not EDC's fault. This track has always been like that, but I don't know if it's correct. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if the real Irwindale is like this. I hardly believe it, but I do know there is a point of where the wall has to like straighten up because you can't keep curving it forever, right? So I don't know. Right, we'll do lastly run. That right this point here. Look, you just tap it, like you're on the same arc, and you just like kills you. Was it Augusto's driving? Actually that's true, Winters. Well, Google Maps would be a good version of that actually, because Google Maps would be like taken at a bad angle, or it might not be. I'm not sure. I might have a look. Augusto, is that car easier to do the bank on? It seems to be. Street View, I don't know if it works. Oh shit. Well, you see, it depends, right? Because I know from track making using Google Earth or Google Maps, whatever, like sometimes the photo, even though it's taken from a satellite, it can be taken at an angle. And if you take something at an angle, if it's not dead straight, there's going to be elements of it going to be like, or there's going to be points of it that are going to be at a different angle. So it's possible that maybe they took an image that was at an angle, and the wall, maybe it might be taking from like a southwest angle or something that might elongate the circle, like make it look like an egg or something. Um, it is possible. Now the bank here that we're on right now is fine because it's the arc at the same is the same. The arc at the start is the same as the arc at the end. It's just it has to at some point tighten up, and that arc is actually at the same point as it is at the start as it is at the end, if that makes sense. But the inner bank is not. The start of the arc at the bank, or the middle bank, is different to the end. So this suggests, in my opinion, that it's wrong. Because like, if you're an architect, if you're building a track, start of the wall is going to be the same as the end. Like, you'll try and make it as much of a circle as you can, because like, that's just how people build things. But then, I suppose, this track's been around for a long time, so it's a bit like Indianapolis, and the four corners being completely different of that oval. Oh, Uto's dead. Oh my god. Uto was on for a wild ride there. I have a quick look at Google Maps. So what time is it? It's 11 o'clock. I have a quick look. Afonso with the subscription. Thank you, dude. Oh, it's really like that, is it? Maybe so. But it could be the collision box too of this track. Would make sense too, like if you watch James Dean's lead run on this track, you know, qualifying, when he was on the first bank, he had to carry super shallow angle to do it right. And I wonder, is it just like, if that's just what you have to do it right, you know? Yeah, send it in Discord, Winters. I'd be interested to see it. But then I'll be wondering, then is the photo taken at an angle? You know what I'm saying? Like, you see the way this shadow is. Hang on, I'll show you what I'm saying. I don't know if you guys get me. But like, if you take this photo, like if you take a photo from above this object, you should see no shadow, right? But if the photo was taken at an angle, let's say we're over here, or you can't, guys, fuck, you guys can't see. The photo was taken over here where my subscription box is. Then like the sun, then you would see the shadow. So that's what I'm saying. If it was taken at a bad angle, the photo. Tell. Oh, I get what you're saying, Tikon. Yeah, like I'm riding the foot brake all that bank. That's actually an interesting point. I'll see if I can do it without left foot braking. Do one last run trying to do this track layout without left foot braking. But to be honest, Tikon, I think, yeah, for the last inner clip, I think you definitely need to do it. You need to get the front of the car turned in. On the bank though, like I'm doing it just to try and maintain the line. Do EDC cars? No, these ones don't. I don't think they do. I'm not really sure. Yeah, just way too fast. That's why you need to lift with brakes, just to keep the car stable. I just want to lift with brakes so bad. Sorry, I had to do it. EDC versus VDC car field, VDC hands down. EDC is a bit, EDC in my opinion, um, um, they do their purpose quite well in the sense that they make everything even. And they drive. I see. This is the thing, right? If you have mods that are suited to different styles of steering wheels. Okay, you've got mods such as DCGP, Tandem Buddies, EDC that are suited towards the Logitech stuff. Wheels that require faster spinning to be able to keep up with the car, or slower, faster car that transitions faster. And then you've got mods like WDT, BDC, and stuff that suit like Trustmaster stuff, right, and Vanatech and above. Um, Whereas the other mods suit more lower end gear, such as like, I don't know, TMX, T150, G29, DFGT, all of that stuff. So like for me personally, right, some person might drive my particular VDC car and might say, oh, I can't drive it, but they're on a Logitech G25 or whatever. They get a T500 or T300 RS, and they could drive my car no problem, my VDC car. Whereas if I go to DCGP car, I find that that car is super slow at transitioning and stuff, but for someone using G25, it works perfectly because the car is kind of more designed on that type of steering wheel. But super close to that wall, that was nice. Oh no! Yeah, Element is on the G series, but I believe he runs like 720 degrees. I don't know, Alex, if you can clarify what kind of what degree wheel you're running, because I think for people using Logistics in competition, like you should really be running. I don't think 900 is really competitive. But then again, I don't like the feel of 720. Guys, we're just gonna back out here. I'm really tired from living. Thank you, Tcon and Element, and we had Goto as well driving with me. It was fun. I'm gonna check it right now. Check it right now. Winters. I could just get an arrow. That noise. People. Uh, see. Where'd you send it? Oh, you sent it in screens. Let's have a look. Alright, I thought for some reason. No, but it looks more oval there to me though. No? I think the bank is right. I think the way see the way the bank it like starts at a certain arc and then it does tighten up and it just kind of finishes at the same arc as it does here, but has to excuse me tighten up here. But to me, the center of it here looks to be right. Where's my chat gone? Chat is gone. I think Winters. I think it is supposed to be more of a circle. Is there any shadows on the track that we see? Okay, you see this building here, you can see the corner of the shadow, so that suggests that the photo is taken, you see in the camera, instead of pointed down like this, it's kind of pointed down like that. You know, that's what the camera is kind of pointing at. In my opinion, anyway, I think it's taken more at a, like a south looking at an angle forward. Yeah, look, you can see the shadows on the poles. You can actually see the shadow onto this race circuit. Then again, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong with that statement. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. What else? Joining this Discord tonight, we've got DJ DS3. Is that a Citroen? Citroen? Citroen DS3? That's by the way. Tobias, thank you for joining, dude. 46. Is Skeet. We've got Penguin playing Apex. David Silva, how we go? And we've got Alpaca. He's cracked. Let's bring in chat. You can see yourselves talking. You saying? Yep, you're right. G27, 720 degrees. So that's what element is. I can block element. What else you got? Haley, looking at one right now. It looks like the outer bank is fine, but the inner isn't even. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Haley. I think the inner bank is like if you look at my steering wheel here, it's like curved, maybe to like 3/4 the way around, and then it like flattens out like this when it should be following the arc that it starts on. I think the inner bank is slightly wrong, in my opinion. This weird thing with the new big rim, when it starts up, it does calibration. It's fine rotation, but near the end, the wheel slows down almost the center, slowly rotates the center. Not really sure what's going on there, Billy. Maybe check it with the other wheel and see if it does that. Ski needs to be balanced because it's not a metal rod like in life. Not really sure what you mean. What's that in reference to? Oh, this Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna log off. To be honest, not much more to do. Um, I might. Oh, wait, who else have we got joining? We've got Patch joining us. Howdy. Got Haley joining us. How's things? Um, G920 with aftermarket rim and balance, so it didn't die. I don't know ski though. Like, I use the smaller rim all the time, and it was fine. But then, sorry, I went to the bigger rim. I don't know if I think it's better. TX, but I want a close over 2.5. Yeah, but like the Fanatec stuff is like top dog stuff. V2.5 is like I remember talking to my good friend Lucas from Smedics. Um, he's the spotter for Luca. Not Luke. Who am I talking? Who am I talking? Peter Visick. Peter Wiechek. Peter Candyman. Anyway, right. Enough weirdness. But he was saying that he's Polish, so Shema pizdo. Oh no. Okay. He was saying that like that the T500, go from a T500 to a V2.5 is worth the upgrade. And I was thinking in my head at the time, I was like, no, my T500 is as good as a V2.5. Changing to that is not worth it. And I actually feel a T500 to T300 is actually an upgrade to some extent. So it makes me wonder what a V2.5 would feel with proper force feedback is. I actually have a good video on my Instagram trying it. Let me see if I can find it. See if I can find it. Am I even logged into my Instagram? I'm not. Log into it now, shall we? Not now. I don't know. Yeah. Is it not really loading? Uh, what video? Here it is. This one. This is a V2.5. Can you guys hear that? Can I mute that? Is that loud? I don't know. But that's a V2.5 with a bigger rim. Now it's a bit wobbly in the steering. I didn't have a lot of time to set it up for the guy. But like, if you watch the steering, it looks really smooth. I had to do a little edit on the hand movement to try and get a bit more rotation. Yeah, it looks pretty good there. Oh, it steers. Felt pretty detailed too. Driving a left hooker as well, so I'm not really used to that. That was pretty fun. It's my little cousin driving my rim steering wheel. Like if you look at my one, then this is with T-Con. Hey T-Con, you're making an appearance on the stream again. Whoa! And like it steers as nice, but you just don't get as much feeling in it. Yeah, that's true, Ski. You can't get the T300 anymore. You're right, it's discontinued. That suggests to me that Trustmaster are coming out with a new wheel though. That's what it suggests to me. Does T500 have 1080? Yeah, it does. But I think the T300 is perfectly fine. I have a T500. I was ran at 900. You're coming out of a bend with a bit of an angle, accelerating hold. Should shake side to side to straight. Um, I don't really know to be honest. Like I feel if I'm coming out of the drift, I tend to like try and max like even out. Like I try to steer out of it and release the throttle at a really smooth rate so that the amount of gas that I'm giving it, the amount of steering that I have is the right amount. Does that make sense? So like when I come out of a drift, I kind of like ease off the gas as the same time. I'm easing off the gas enough so that when I'm releasing the steering, that when I'm straight, the wheels are not spinning. I don't know. Makes any sense? That's why I'm holding off in a club sport because the T300 isn't sold anymore. Is that what you mean? The T500 is a TX? I don't know. Is it Ski? I don't think it is. The T300 is quite close to the TX Pro though, right? Or yeah, TX. Just put an RB34 limiter 8050. Trustmaster might come out. You can tell us from T5 T300. I can test that for you, Joe, but I'm pretty sure you can. The T300 is the PS version of the TX. The TX is Xbox, and then the T300, which is the one I have, is the PS4 version. The T500 was originally released for PS3 only, I believe. I don't know if they ever updated it for PS4, but I know that I used my T500. My T500 was released before the TX, the TMX, the T150, the T300 was ever released. Because Trustmaster released the T500, and I think it was their first wheel ever into the market that they had ever released with 1080 or 900 degrees or anything like that. Yeah, so I think the T500, I think the T300 is the one you're on about ski. But you, to be honest, the T300 and the T500, the differences between it is that the T500 spins like a tiny bit faster, like a tiny bit faster. The T300 though has less resistance. So like if I'm like on angle and if I tap the wall, I can just do that with the steering and I can correct it. Whereas with the T300, with the T500, if I tap the wall, I'm fighting to try and correct it. It's like it's so much resistance. It's such a huge damper on the steering wheel. It's like it almost makes it pointless as a drift steering wheel. T300 is so much freer, and I always thought that I would never like the slower speed of a T300, but just the fact that it doesn't try and kill me every single time I make a tiny mistake, like, is a no-brainer for me to reduce the amount of speed that I would lose for not having a T500 and just have it with the T300. Plus, I think you can actually transition faster with a T300 because of the less resistance. You can just flick it and it'll just do it. T500, you have to wait for it want to do it. Get a different rim. I mean, pedals. I actually still have my T500 pedals upstairs. They're basically the T3 PA Pros, I believe, because they're the same metal frame. You can invert them and everything. I've only used my ones once though. Uh, T300, but it's like 300 US. Same for the Club Sport bits. But the CSL Elite, really? Because I was looking into getting a CSL. Yeah, we see. I was looking into getting a CSL Elite to replace my T500. But the problem is you have to buy the wheel as well. And the wheel is $180 or something like 180 euros. And then if you want to put your own custom rim, like what I wanted to do, spend like is it 350 US dollars to get the adapter. And you can't just like make a hack to get it to work, you know? You played AC for 2 years, never competed in AC comps, you know, starting. Um, starting. Bushido drift style is quite good. It's a great way to get into VDC if that's what you're aiming for. Um, DCGP is good. You have to pay three euros, which is, I mean, it's up to you if you don't mind paying. €3 is not a lot of money, but it does add up after a while. Plus, those cars are quite easy to drive. There's GRS. I don't really know much about GRS to be honest. But you can make your own car for that. So if you're interested in making a cool car, adapter's like 50. Um, I don't think it's okay. Ski, I believe if you buy the wheelbase on its own and want to put your own steering wheel on it, it will not work. I don't think it will work. You'd have to look into that um, because the base won't work unless it has a Fanatec approved wheel on it. So that's why you don't see many people just buying a base putting on their own rim. They have to buy the Xbox adapter because that pretends to be the wheel rim, and then you can put whatever you want on it. I think that's the little catch that they have. So I was looking into buying, like, trying to get like a system that would pretend to be a Fanatec steering wheel, and then you could put your own wheel on it without having to buy all the extras. But it's too complicated. It's not worth it. I don't think. I think it's just if you're going to do it, you just do it their products, unless you're interested in all of that like hacking stuff. Which I don't really condone when it comes to like Fanatec products and stuff. I think you'd be better off just using the normal stuff. It's called GDS now, really. What's that? What's that kind of translating to? 900 horsepower and engine, 65 degrees of angle. Is that like so? It's kind of like a one spec physics series. Uh, the Fanatec of Universal Hub adapter. I think it does, but I think that's the Xbox one, right? Hang on, let's check Fanatec, guys. Let's check it. Fanatec USA. I'm not sponsored by Fanatec or anything like that. So obviously, like, just because at their website doesn't, I'm giving them free promotion here. So Fanatec, if you're watching, So this is the one you're looking at, right? The 1 point. Oh, which one is the good one again? I think it's the 1.1. It's the one to buy, right? It's the newest version. So you can buy it for here. You can buy it for 350 euros, which is like a really good deal in fairness. Hey Octave, Global Drifting Gear Series. Okay, cool. I should do winters. I might see. I might look into it and see. It depends on when it's actually on, because if it's during VDC season, I'd rather just concentrate on VDC. So you can buy the static paddles. Where is the actual adapter needed? That's in find this website. Honest, it's under steering wheels, right? You've all these steering wheels, blah 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 blah. Only some of them only work with the V1.1, right? You've got the universal hub, which is 350 euro. That's the thing I was on about. That you have to get one of them if you want to use a custom wheel. You've got the podium hub. Is that what you're on about? The 199? Because I think that only works on the direct drives steering wheel. Oh, the NASCAR ones got the big horn button on it. C-Cell P1. So that only works on the CSL, as it says here. So like you can read what it works on. That looks never seen that before. R330. Got the quick release adapter. That's for the club sport. There were more wheel brands of Fanatic, is it? Your friend is using direct drive with a 1 point wheel, point 1 have the same mount. Oh right, so you can put the podium. Sorry, I closed. How do you? Is it Control Shift W? Control Shift T. How do I open up closed tabs? Shit. History. So you're saying that I can put this guy? Is that what you mean? So what you're saying is you think so? Okay. You can put this guy onto this guy. Does look the same, to be honest. I don't know. It's worth asking, isn't it? Because I mean, to be honest, you don't really care. Like for me personally, I don't care if I have buttons on my steering wheel. For example, if you wanted to set up like this, ideally you would have something like that, like whatever, and you can mount it onto that, and then this pretends, or does it? I don't know though, because I still feel like you need to be able to see, your settings. As long as your wheel's a circle, I'm happy. To me, size matters though. Size does matter. I've realized smaller does not equal better. Maybe for racing it's better, but like, what was it? I was looking at. Yeah, I'm not sure because I would have thought that this guy mounts onto the 2.5, but CSL I can't remember. Podium wheelbase is CSL 1.1. Okay, so it goes 1.1. It's that guy, and then as you saying, oh, excuse me, wheelbases, all podium bases. Oh, you're right, it does too. The control of the tuning menu is not possible. So what does that mean necessarily? Like, does that mean that the wheel won't work, or you just won't be able to adjust your settings? Because you, yeah. How would you adjust your settings then? Would you download like a piece of software that could do that? I don't know. It's interesting. It's worth looking into, I suppose, if you want to do it on the cheap. I just, to my knowledge, Dusky, I always believed that the Fanatic wheels relied on like a chip or something from the steering wheel to recognize, to work properly. That makes sense. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know much about Fanatec, to be honest, other than me looking into potentially buying a V1.1 before, but just deciding to get a T300 because it just makes more sense. Like my T500 bolts in the same place as my T300, so if I ever have an issue with this, I can go back to my T500 if I wanted to really quickly, other than the software having to be downloaded and all this stuff. That's just my sense. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna log off, people. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was an interesting discussion there at the end with the Fanatic stuff, but hopefully, kind of get like an idea. I'd love to upgrade my setup and stuff. I'd love to get like a better proper rig. Don't think I'll go motion, but I have bought a new monitor, bigger monitor, a 27-inch monitor. Um, me and Tcon have been talking about monitors and stuff, and I just decided to get a 144 hertz monitor. It's G-Sync compatible, but I don't have my graphics card isn't G-Sync. Yes, Tcon, I bought one. I'll message you in a second about it. Um, so I bought a 27-inch LG monitor, and I bought it at the start of July, and it still hasn't shipped. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I've been chasing up Amazon about it, and they're like, yeah, it'll be shipped tomorrow. And I was like, I'll have to chase up on that. I would like to try and get that installed as well and try that, because I want to do a video on it, and we'll see. We'll see at some point. Right, people, I'm gonna log off. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Thank you for joining. It was a lot of fun tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, who followed this? Who liked the stream? Hence, I can't read the name. I need to change the color of the blue. I can't read it from this distance. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later, guys. Thank you so much. G-Sync is trash. It adds input lag. Interesting, Joe. That's an interesting one. I thought it would have improved it. Interesting. I have to research that. But is that it? Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Enjoy your night, Thursday night. I'll be back next week. Next week, guys, we'll be doing some like chat drifting thing because we haven't done this in a week, and we also have to do the let's try drift because we haven't done that in a week either because I haven't really been doing much this week. Well, I've been kind of busy with work, so I've been catching up on stuff like that. So I'll be back next week. We'll definitely do probably 2 streams next week on those things, and yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, good night, safe sleep. Don't let anyone or don't let any bugs bite you in the night because it's not a nice thing. Awkward right now.